here is my immigration proposal. And it goes back to, I'm looking at just the problem of illegal immigration. I'm looking at that as the problem. And I'm looking at the national budget and the deficit and the California budget and the deficit, and I see how they're all related. Immigration is a national issue. The federal government should handle it. And the way I believe it should handle it is simply this, a guest worker program. We had it before. It worked great. I had some time in Kuwait the last several years. Imagine that. And while I was in Kuwait, I was reading about the country, and I found out there's 800,000 nationally born Kuwaitis. Not a very big country. But there's 2 million guest workers in that country. Don't tell me guest worker program doesn't work. There's one that's terribly out of balance with the process, but yet it works in Kuwait. I'm not, altogether happy with the way they treat their guest workers, but that's a different issue. So in America, the guest worker program is simply this. You are allowed to come to America and look for work and find it, because I have worked next to these, I would call them guest workers in my program. They have kicked my butt in the fields, landscaping. They have gone home at the end of the day and showed up fresh the next day when I'm dragging in as a college student, at the top of my physical ability. And they do produce and contribute to our economy. I have family that works in the Central Valley, and they are wonderful to help in those areas that they find a job and produce in. There is definitely a place for guest workers in America, and I have been a part of it. But the guest worker comes. They get a biometric identification ID. It allows them to come to America, get a job, get a driver's license, guest worker driver's license that requires insurance, get the health care they need, pay for it with their insurance or through their worker. They come, they find a job, they bring their family, I don't care. Come to America, be a part of the economy and contribute. Now, what the guest worker program would not do, would change in the way we're doing things is, you're not an American citizen. You are not a part of the American safety net that is given to our American citizens. You do not get welfare, unemployment, Social Security, disability, all those items that are a part of the federally funded taxpayer-funded safety net. If you cannot provide for yourself and your family, you go home.